Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Planet Coaster. We built Big Blue on the last episode, and, I was thinking to myself, I'm getting good at building roller coasters. Then I recalled, maybe in actuality, I just build the exact same coaster every time. 60-degree climb, dip, element, cutback, and then like a lazy half finish to the coaster that usually is just autocomplete. Well, why don't we look at this one? 60-degree climb, steep drop, couple of elements, cut back, less of a lazy finish. That one I'm prouder of. 60-degree climb, drop, element, cut back, element, autocomplete. I gotta say, there's a recurring theme. That's not to say it's not working out though. What about this one? 60-degree climb, you dip, you got an element, you got this one's like a cobra head or something. I forgot the name of that. Anyway. We're good to go. We can unpause. We're at 8,000 and something guests. We're basically... Oh my god, look at... People from all around the world seek to ride Big Blue. Or they just get to this corner and then round it and then decide there's nothing over there and they go back. That's fine too. We got a couple of things on the go right now. One of them is building up interest in this section of the park, which is actually going very well, except for the fact that nobody gives a shit about Major Nelson's console launch at all. Like, honestly, this ride basically should... Oh, you know what? It's being maintained right now. It might actually get some people to ride it once it's fixed, but we'll see. Or once it's been inspected, but... I don't know. I kind of think that it's weird. Do you want this game to be a simulation, or do you want it to be an abstraction? If it's a simulation, maybe there are rides that shitty in real life. Is that a bird in the queue? Whoa, it just flew through that dude's neck! It became survival horror. But, maybe there are rides this shitty in real life. And as a result, it makes sense to have them in the game. But for an abstraction, like, the stats just seem too intense. Maybe what you need is a group of people, or a larger group of people who are actually excited about going on a ride that is a little too intense. Now, normally in the game, I guess that would be teens, and to a lesser extent, adult groups, but... I mean, this isn't fair to say, but I feel like in my experience, most of the people in the game are kind of painted with the same brush. Like, everybody wants green stats. It's not like there's a range, at least exposed to us, it doesn't seem like there's a range where, some people's green is another person's yellow, or even another person's red, for example. Like, this roller coaster, that's a red for me, dude. I don't want to go on that. My fear rating's gonna be through the roof. Let the good times roll. A little bit of a, smaller drop. I think I could get down with Let the Good Times Roll, even though it's broken right now. Anyway, well, as always, when I'm at a loss for what to do, I basically look at a couple of things. Guest happiness is 100%, which is lovely. Food and drink, as always, are having problems. And the number one thing that people are complaining about is that the queue for Solaire's trampoline is full. Why this is, the most popular ride in the park makes no sense to me, but as long as people love going on it, I will keep raising the ticket price. For a couple of reasons. One is it makes more money. The other one is that obviously the more expensive it is, the less people get in the queue. The less people get that red mood debuff for having the queue there. We have an ATM right here. I don't think we need another one. Closest drink and or food establishment, oh, the music is so loud, is right here. But we just had a Cosmic Cow milkshake shut down. And this Cosmic Cow milkshake also shut down. Or this is the same one, I guess, that shut down earlier. So we can get rid of that. How is our drink shop doing? Pimp Shot Smoothies is crushing it, dude. Dude, this scary music is so loud. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. I dare not throw down a gift shop, though. You know what? Shall we? Shall we throw down an information booth? Just to see if maybe this position is slightly better for it? The placement is actually fine right off the bat. Yeah, no, I know, information. I'd like to speak about, the prices that you have at this information booth. Information 18 is just a great name for it as well. I doubt you're going to sell any tickets. You will probably get disinclined to work and then quit your job, but that's life, dude. So I mean, I feel like I'm a concerned parent. Because I always want to, like, throw down, more drink shops. And it's probably getting to the point where it's, like, a little unnecessary. But I do think that if people are complaining about thirst and drink shops are going to be more profitable, it's less about sating that need for drinks and more about making that Jim Cramer style mad money. You know what I mean? No, you were in a pretty good spot there. Assuming people can actually get to this drink shop, this is the best drink shop we've ever made. It's beset within that circus tent. It's like the perfect choice right now. I'm not going to promote anybody yet. They can live with it. Truth be told, lost a little bit of attendance right now. I'm trying to think about how 10K is going to happen. We can drive some demand. Excuse me? There's a very clear, you know, demarcated exit and entrance here. But we can pretty easily create more coasters and slowly drive demand as long as those coasters are decent. However, if we're not good at that, it could take us a while. We also, like, stand to... Maybe we should try a different color tent here for a second. We also stand to, I guess, have some concerns as we grow. Mostly performance-based, but we'll see. So I'm going to try to put down another tent here. And we'll go shops and facilities, and we'll put a bathroom down. I do think we've got to be getting close to the end of the research tree. Now, this one does not quite... What? I hit Control to try to beset it back within the building, and then I hit Z to try to rotate the building simultaneously. I'll give you 2 guesses as to what that keyboard shortcut does. That one's my bad. This one might look a little unnatural, but that's life. That's life in the cut, dude. Okay. But be like... You need to be slightly lower to the ground. Like that. And then back. If people can actually get into that bathroom, I'm stoked. Yeah, it looks like they can. Sweet. And I'm gonna put another, like, food store in here as well, just to have it. Even though it's probably overkill. Like, drink shops do gangbusters for business for whatever reason. No matter what, it seems. Except for Cosmic Cow milkshakes. But, food shops... I mean, I guess you need to eat a little bit less often than you need to drink, so that makes sense. In some ways, at least. Let's put some ice cream down. So this is a slightly riskier play, but again, there's not really much inherent risk for us either way, because we have a pretty absurd bankroll right now. So we got a nice little food section here. Hopefully people will be able to take care of that. And what comes after the food section? Well, after the bar, it's the after party. And after the party, it's the hotel lobby. Around about 4, you gotta leave the lobby. So you take it to your room and whap somebody, as R. Kelly said. First you go with the garbage cans, though. And then you get the benches. First you get the garbage cans. And then you get the benches. Not trash, just a bird. We can always put trees around here. Oh good, Major Nelson's console launch has been fixed. As long as I see, like, both businesses in this place of economic trade and growth getting customers, I'm happy. We do have a lineup for Big Blue, which is very nice. We're almost done the first month that we've done over the course of this video. I guess it's like 10 minutes per month if you're on speed 1. We might be going a little slower as well, just because of the, We don't have 2 Gears of Fear, do we? This is not Gears of Fear. This is called, like, the Psycho Overpower. That's right. Okay. Yeah, we might have some small performance hiccups here and there so far. That's okay. I don't have enough money to go on Let the Good Times roll. Well, you should have thought of that. Free entry? What a scam. 0 lifetime. There's a song to be made here. And they don't buy priority. It's hard to fit that into the number of syllables required. They don't buy priority. They think it is for the dweebs, and they have to wait in line. They complain to wait in line, but they won't pay $2 to skip. I heard like an actual English conversation there, and that scared the shit out of me. I want to wait till the month rolls over to see how much money this roller coaster made, because I don't believe it broke down. Why this only has a 4.5 prestige rating is kind of beyond me. I'm a little stunned, honestly. We made $4,600 and a good park rating change as well. That's pretty great. I guess park rating going up probably influences our attendance as well. And this made $1,200 this month, which I think is pretty good considering it's like the only thing driving demand in this section of the park for right now. Accidentally brought up the save menu there. These businesses still getting a little bit of traffic. Yeah, I mean sometimes like it sucks because to buy the ice cream you do have to submerge the lower half of your body into like 2 feet of concrete. But hey, you know it's worth it. You just come out after that. They're like half ghosts anyway, let's be honest. Based on the way that the ice cream's phasing through their apparition body here. Wow, nobody stepped in sick. Probably because Solaire's, there we go. Solaire's trampoline was out of commission for like a couple days there. Oh, new research project available. Barguest. I don't know what Barguest is. I also don't know what All-in-One is. Is this like a Mario Party roller coaster? It starts out as bumper cars, then it becomes, you know, Drop Zone, then it becomes, you know, the Man of Steel ride. I don't know. Either way, I mean, we can just pretty relentlessly continue to expand in this general direction. I don't really want to build another coaster out here just yet. Can at least completely obliterate all semblances of nature from the park. How ironic that we're, you know, deleting trees. There's a first time for everything, I suppose. We're not... Oh, I'm going to pause it again accidentally, I think. No, we're not really close to filling the park size limit. The thing is, like, coasters take up a lot of real estate, but if we built them more cleverly, we could densify this area. Like, we could probably find a way to structure a sensible path that goes in and around here. But what are we going to put there? You know, bathrooms and shops, basically. We can't really... You guys still riding this? Yeah. We can't really throw down, like, a new roller coaster in here, because it's just... There's not enough space. So, every roller coaster we build takes up a disproportionate amount of space, without a doubt. What might be nice is, what if we just built another coaster right here? And it followed the exact same pattern. Like, it came out, had a slightly wider drivetrain, came up at 60 degrees, dropped, and then it just cut back around the other way. Or we could even, if we were extremely confident, we could try to cut it back through here, the way we didn't make the other one work. Put it in over top and then finish it off here, but... I mean, that's going to be so finicky that... We'll save that for next time. At least that's my thinking right now. Well, we have staff promotions we can do, so let's go... Take a look at that. So, not all staff. That menu takes forever. Tiki Chiki's workload is high? I'm sorry, Tiki Chiki. I didn't know. I want to see low workloads wherever possible. If staff are unhappy, I've stopped deciding to train them. They will instead just merely be fired. Or I'll just overwork them without a promotion or a raise until they quit. And then, you know, that saves us a lot of money in the long run. So, you know, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. If you work here forever, you'll get benefits. But if not, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. I'm surprised, you know, I'm kind of like conditioned from the last run, the last park, to think that if you ever want to drive demand in a new section of the park, you're just done. You can't do it. But we've done maybe a better job with our park design this time, although still far from perfect, obviously. Maybe a better job with our park design, which has led to, honestly, a much nicer looking park that people, like, flow through. I think, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, this is a long walk for somebody to go on without a bathroom. I really respect bathrooms. I have, you know, Kate and I travel on occasion. I have a rule for bathrooms. And my rule for bathrooms is, when you're traveling, there's a couple of, like, immutable truths. Never skip up a pass to eat. Never skip up a pass to drink. Never skip up a pass to go to the bathroom. Is one of the #1 complaints that lead to people getting stressed out, you know, when they're on vacation or when they're traveling away from home. They're thirsty, they're hungry, or they gotta take a poop. Or urinate, for that matter. If you can sort that out, your travel life is gonna be much easier. You know, you might, it's 9 in the morning, you're like, I'm not that hungry. No, please, have a slice of toast or something. You'll be better for the rest of the day, I promise you this. Those 3 rules have served me very well, but I'm fairly easygoing to begin with, believe it or not, so. Sometimes people will be like, hey, how long have you had to go to the bathroom? And you're like, I don't know, 90 minutes? Why didn't you say anything? I was still doing okay. It wasn't like a medical emergency or anything. It's just, you know, mild discomfort. But those 3 rules of travel will serve you well. I promise. I don't think we need, like, a garbage can when they get off here. You're still making money. I hope. It seems like you should be making money. We got 8,300 guests. So we still... I think we need to build, like, almost 1 thing per month, at least, just to keep our park rating from dropping. And I need to keep it rising if my goal is to get more people into the park. Do we have this looper built? The nausea is like... No, I won't do it. The nausea is green. I refuse to build... Or sorry, it's red. I refuse to build a red nausea ride. We already have a radius, don't we? No. How many different Ferris wheel analogs do you need? We could put this there. I would rather put it here, honestly. Because I think this leaves us with more room for expansion out in this direction, as opposed to, like, blocking off this area right here. Yeah. So I think we'll build this right here. We don't have this down, I think. We do have a lot of rides that look exactly the same as this. You could be forgiven for thinking that, this is the same as some other rides, but I assure you... Wait, it says Radius 2. Where do you get on this thing? Probably from that... Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't matter too much. It probably doesn't matter too much. Because what is this one? This one's... It's definitely not the same. That one's definitely not the same. It takes forever to load the actual assets now, but it's funny that that's also irrelevant, because I use the same queue so often, I just know which one we need to pick here. So I'm taking, like, a pretty simple approach to this queue. Why? Because, honestly, I'm an idiot. And I'll explain why, specifically, I'm an idiot here when you get a little further, but... I want to still try to make priority passes work, because everything else in the park is going like 9 to 10 out of 10, in my opinion. Maybe, you know, aesthetic scenery, not so much. But everything else, 9 to 10 out of 10. We're making more money than we know what to do with. We're, you know, everybody's happy in our park. Like, not only are we profitable, guest happiness is 100%, at least when they leave. Staff happiness is nearly 100%, except for the people hawking the priority passes to begin with. And some occasionally disgruntled vendors. Like, the last feather in my cap would just be actually making... Not a duplicate. Would actually be making priority passes at least mildly profitable. And I know that this is apparently just not something that is conceivable to do on planet Earth. And that's like that's a bummer, dude. So what's the theme of this ride? Oh, we're beyond themes. The theme of this ride is find prepackaged scenery. Put it together in such a way that it makes no sense. I like this because this could, like, chop people up in line. And then just throw some trees in there as well. You know what? It's like you're traveling from the future into the past. Is it a cowboy thing? Is it a pirate thing? Nobody knows, dude. That's the beauty. But it gets the people going. Anyway, the Q rating for this is relatively minor. It's just so people don't shit their pants. Oh, the queue for this ride is so long, and it cost me $400. Park entry's free, though. I have to admit, my inspiration with theming was a lot stronger on the, you know, the earlier elements of this park. There's no doubt about that. Let's just throw like 5,000 different trees in here. It's the problem with being an only child, man. Nobody, you know, everybody's like, your park looks stupid. And I'm like, my mom always said that my parks look good in the original Roller Coaster Tycoon. Surely, are you saying my mom's wrong? I don't think so. So you must be wrong. No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Everybody is just completely bypassing the radius, and you know what? That's okay. I understand your reasoning. These businesses are bumping. Oh, this ride broke down. We should maybe, well, request refurbishment, but also roller coasters should probably be inspected every 10 minutes. It doesn't really matter because, you know, we're the richest man in the town that we exist in right now, hypothetically. We can move heaven and earth to, you know, terraform things as we find necessary. But still, like, we should. I have to be honest, like, who would have thought the prepackaged Coldplay simulator would be, like, substantially worse than the roller coasters that we make? Wait, Major Nelson's console launch? It has some people on it, but not many. Whatever, it's worth keeping there as opposed to deleting. The only reason that even exists there is because we had this much space in between two rides, or two tracks of the same roller coaster. We were lucky to be able to find a ride with a thin enough track to fit there. Are we low on mechanics? I definitely do not think so, but if a lot of stuff breaks down, like, in quick succession, it could happen. Oh, we chopped up that poor family, but they're still gonna get to go on the radius. Lovely. I mean, it gives you, you know, this one gives you like a north to south view, and this one gives you like an east-west view. No, actually, the sun may rise in the east. At least it's settled in a final location. East-west, north-south. Still made money, lost a lot in park rating that month, though. Where did Monsieur Fritz close down? The pirate Monsieur Fritz? Pourquoi? It made $446 last month. You kidding me? Open up. Things are okay here. What is your problem? Is it because I didn't give you the promotion you deserved after giving you a bunch of training? It could be, admittedly. Whoops, did not mean to pause. Alright, lots of breakdowns as well. Lost money on our roller coaster last month. But if I look at my staff, most of my mechanics are at low. I don't really want to hire another mechanic when we're at low. Vendors are different because we can't hire vendors to really directly take the workload off of another vendor. So our janitors are mostly at normal with one at low. I could hire another janitor. The difference is we have some janitors confined to work rosters on a specific roller coaster or a specific ride. So I would think that we need slightly more janitors to accommodate the overall demand in our park. because some of that demand is targeted specifically, or some of those janitors target specific demand, if that makes sense. Well, I think this section of the park is doing fine. It took us about a week's worth of episodes, but we really took this from like we didn't inherit this section of the park. From here, around to here, and also up to here, we built that ourselves. And it took a lot, actually. It took a couple of custom roller coasters, 3 custom roller coasters, 1 pre-made one, and a bunch of family rides. But eventually, we got the job done. That dude who quit Monsieur Frites, he really should have just grown a pair, come and ask the boss for a raise. Because I would have given it to him. It was really just an administrative oversight that led to him being systematically paid a lot less than he's actually worth. And as a result, he thought we didn't value him. And oh, what a hilarious misunderstanding, right? I mean, we could put another business here. We could also put a path that connects there to there, but I actually don't want to give people the chance to bypass this if possible. I'm just trying to, like, basically, there are some areas where we should probably just fill in gaps. Like, oh, excuse me, sneeze. Oh, that was a good one. There are some areas where probably we're not going to place any more stuff. We can put like some benches at the outset, but we might as well fill this stuff in because although it looks hideous up close, it's actually it's quite nice when you get a more like macro view of the park, honestly. I know we can't even see those rocks, but let's just assume that their existence there is helping me in some unforeseen way. This looks a little too uniform, but that's okay. You can still sit on that bench. That bench is like the primo bench because it's got actual shade. Like I noticed the start of our park looks better, or at least denser, and I really think that's because we were placing less roller coasters, which is not my goal in this game. I would like to place as many roller coasters as possible. But less roller coasters, more the prefab rides. So it let us make like a pretty dense amount of foliage and like terrain over here. Whereas over here we got a lot of like big roller coasters, which is creating a slightly more difficult scenario when it comes to actually creating space for people to stand, or for trees to go at least. And then people to stand and look at them and go, wow, look at these trees, wow. Man, people really hate Major Nelson's console launch here. A ride being broken down is a fair reason for nobody to be in line for it. I think that we're good here. How did our park rating go? Oh, it's gone up like another 5, well, it was 500 points. Now it's like 400 points. I guess maybe ride breakdowns have something to do with it. Research still has a long way to go. 100% guest happiness. People are complaining about thirst, but apart from that, it's just queues. And that's going to do it for this episode. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.